इस वक्त मैं आपको बता दूं कि इस वक्त एक इसी मामले पे जो वहां बातचीत हुई है करतारपुर कॉरिडोर को लेकर एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, आपको सीधे लिए चलते हैं जी।
नमस्कार। दिस मॉर्निंग वी हैड द फर्स्ट मीटिंग with the delegation from Pakistan. This was to discuss the modalities for operationalization of the Kartarpur Sahib corridor. The meeting was held at 10:30 am at JCP Atari. The Indian delegation comprised of officials from the Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Defence, Government of Punjab, Border Security Force, Customs, National Highways, Land Port Authority of India, etc. The Pakistan delegation was a 20-member team. It was led by Dr. Muhammad Faisal, Director General, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Government of Pakistan. After the meeting, a joint press statement has been already issued, which you would have seen, so I am not going to repeat it, but I will just take you through some additional details about the context and the content of our meeting. As you all know, 2019 is a significant and very auspicious year for all of us. It marks the 550th birth anniversary of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. As you also know, in November last year, significant decisions were taken to celebrate this occasion in a grand and befitting manner, both in India as well as abroad. The decision to develop and operationalize the Kartarpur Sahib corridor was one of the key decisions, one of the very important decisions, one of the steps taken in that direction. As you also are aware, the other projects under implementation in this same context of the celebration of the 550th birth anniversary of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji include development of Sultanpur Lodi, upgradation of Sultanpur Lodi station, Center for Interfaith Studies at Amritsar, a chair on Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji at one university each in United Kingdom and Canada, release of coins and stamps on the occasion, special trains passing through these holy places associated with Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, special events in all states, union territories and all our missions abroad. So this was the larger context. Now, so far as Kartarpur Sahib corridor is concerned, all of us are acutely aware that it has been a long-standing demand of Indian pilgrims that they should have absolutely smooth, easy, convenient and unrestricted access to the holy and historic site of Kartarpur, where Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji lived for the final 18 years of his life. So the talks held today, they were part of our ongoing endeavour to realize this long-awaited aspiration of the Indian pilgrims for smooth, easy and regular access to Gurudwara Darbar Sahib. The talks held today between India and Pakistan, this is the first one of this kind, at Atari were constructive and Darbar Sahib through a dedicated corridor in a smooth and easy manner. Both sides, we discussed in detail the various provisions of the draft agreement. Both sides had prepared their own draft agreement, shared, so these were discussed in detail. Our side pressed on the need for arranging visit of at least 5,000 pilgrims per day to begin with in the phase one of the project, the details of which we'll shortly share with you also. So we have stressed from our side that at least to begin with, in the initial phase itself, 5,000 pilgrims should be allowed to visit the holy shrine per day. And this should include not only Indian nationals, but people of Indian origins as well. So that was what we stressed for. And we have also strongly urged them to allow these visits, because people from all over the country and all over the world would be coming for all 7 days a week throughout the year without any break, and particularly provide for a much higher delegation size of visiting pilgrims
by another 10,000 on special days. Let us say Guru Parab, Baisakhi, etc. on special days. We have urged them to, we have strongly pressed for the need to have another 10,000 plus. And accordingly, we have told them also that we have also developed facilities for that number in the first phase. This is to go on further. We have also emphasized from our side that in the spirit of this Kartarpur Sahib corridor, this corridor should be absolutely visa-free. There should not be any additional encumbrances in the form of any additional documentation or procedures, so that the basic spirit of allowing very easy and smooth access to a large number of pilgrims on a daily basis is conveniently realized. We have from our side very strongly emphasized on the need to allow devotees, those who want, to travel on foot, as this is a very important pilgrimage. So they should be allowed to travel on foot to the holy shrine. So these are some of the highlights, some points which we have very strongly made from our side, pressed that this should be in the first go itself be part of the agreement. There were several other points which are of consequential nature, but these were the strong points, and from the Pakistani side they have assured us that they would consider some of those and revert back. Hopefully, we hope that in the next round of talks they should be able to revert on this. As of now, we can only say that we have from our side very clearly highlighted our own preparedness, keenness and eagerness to operationalize this as early as possible and in as large a scale as can be. So from our side, we have given them a visual walkthrough of the facilities which are currently under implementation. We'll also share that visual walkthrough with you. My colleague will share that. So we have shown them what is the scale of investment we have made, and we would like to actualize the sentiments behind this entire project in the spirit in which it was conceived. And we have urged them that they should also make similar arrangements, scale up their arrangement from their side, so that there is a matching capability to host the pilgrims which go from our side. We have agreed in the talks today, towards the conclusion, we have agreed that an expert level, because it involves a lot of engineering also, the infrastructure on both sides, we have agreed that an expert level discussions would be held by the engineers, the technical experts on both sides very shortly, that is on 19th March. So we pressed for an early date so that the joint field survey and other discussions could take place at an early date, and so that the project construction could proceed at a fast pace. With that in mind, we pressed for an early date, and the Pakistan side agreed to have this joint field survey come discussions on the various technical aspects of the alignment, height, width, etc. of the infrastructure on both sides on 19th of March, in the next few days. And after that is done, this would be followed with the full-scale delegation reciprocal visit, where we would like to take this today's discussions forward. So in that spirit, we have agreed to hold the next meeting at Wagah on the 2nd April. 2nd April, that is on Tuesday, of the first Tuesday of the next month, to take this process forward. So this in a gist is the sum and substance of today's discussions. We'll be happy to share with you the visual, the facility, the brief highlights of the project which we have shared with them. We'd be happy to share with you too. And I'll request now my colleague to take over.
In line with the the demand that we are expecting, that some more than 5,000 pilgrims would be visiting Kartarpur on a daily basis. Government of India has decided to build a huge passenger terminal complex building, which is going to be a state-of-the-art building. It's going to be a green building. It's going to be a building which is elderly friendly, disabled friendly, and it will look after the needs of pilgrims from all over the country who want to pay their homage to Kartarpur Sahib in Pakistan. For this purpose, we have basically acquired land of 50 acres on the border, and we are going to develop it in phased manner. In the first phase, the development is on 15 acres, and the built-up area is about 21,650 square meters, out of which the passenger terminal complex building would be about 16,000 square meters. This building would be fully air conditioned, and there will be all protocols regarding security, surveillance and such other functional requirements. Most of the people who are going to handle immigration and who are basically going to facilitate the transit, for them also we are keeping some space. We are going to have 54 counters which can very quickly make this facilitation easy, and for the pilgrims it should be very comfortable, extremely in ease. They should be able to walk through the Indian side onto the Pakistani side. Now we have requested them to basically make us know what all structures they are going to construct, so that we should be in a position to get back our pilgrims on the same day with safety and with security. So our technical team would be going on the borders and on the international border at Dera Baba Nanak, where this facility is going to be constructed. We are going to be basically looking at the on the site, the measurements, the technical issues about the width of the road and such other things, and what all facilities they are going to come up for our pilgrims. The Department of MORTH is basically constructing the and it is also basically widening the NH, and this road will come up to the passenger terminal complex, so that people can come with their vehicles. They can park it on the sides, and we can also, I'm sure you must have seen through the walkthrough the kind of building, the kind of facilities that we have created for the pilgrims. We expect that Pakistan would also receive